After starting the season on the right foot, FC Dallas heads south to Houston this weekend for the first Texas Derby matchup against the Houston Dynamo. How can Dallas carry a strong opening performance on the road, and what is it going to take to stop a dangerous Houston attack? We'll discuss it next in Keys to the Match, driven by Toyota. Dallas built on the best home record in the MLS last season with a 2-0 win over Philadelphia to kick off the season at Toyota Stadium. One place they will look to improve this season is on the road, and that starts this weekend.
Yeah, and FC Dallas was a middle-of-the-pack road team last season, but this is a fantastic opportunity, and if FC Dallas wants to challenge for the Supporter Shield, they need to get more than those 5 wins they got away from home last year, and they head to BBVA Compass Stadium, where they have won their last 2 games, both by 4-1 scorelines, so FCD can head in with confidence.
One of Sunday's shining performers was newcomer 20-year-old Carlos Grueso. Heralded when he signed with the club in the offseason, he sure lived up to the hype last weekend and will be key in the first road test.
And I thought he was as good as advertised and even better. And his play in the midfield really allowed FC Dallas to control the tempo, and his closing speed allowed FCD's attacking players to push into the attack and even their fullbacks to move up. He said after the game that he thinks he can be even better. And it'll be really interesting to see what he does against a Dynamo team that is much more dynamic with many more attacking options in Philadelphia.
As we turn our eyes to the opponent, the Dynamo pose an attacking threat with a lot of depth up front. The Dallas defense will see a much different attack than what they saw in week 1.
Yeah, and I think while the defense is a little bit of a work in progress for Houston, this attack added Christian Maidana and Andrew Wenger from Philadelphia this offseason to go with Giles Barnes and Will Bruin in that attack. It's make them so much more dynamic, and you're talking about a Houston team that has Boniek Garcia and Kubo Torres on the bench. So for FC Dallas, they're going to need to be at their defensive best if they want to get a 3rd straight win in Houston.
Saturday's match will be shown locally on TXA 21 with Mark Followell and Bob Sturm on the call, or you can tune into the radio broadcast in English on 100.7 FM, The Word with Steve Davis, or in Spanish on 1270 AM, La Voz del Pueblo with your host, Carlos Alvarado. Well, that does it for this week. For Keys to the Match, driven by Toyota, I'm Carter Baum.
And I'm Daniel Robertson. We'll see you next week.